Look, it's almost as if I never left. But I have, in fact, done lots of things. Greetings, my excellent friends. Welcome back. We're going to keep exploring all the things around here. Down in this random cellar. He failed.
I'd love to, thanks. Let's go. A trap. Time to dance. Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
Pumpkin, pumpkin. Look.
This'll be fun. Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Oh, indeed. Huh? She goofed that one up, didn't she? Come on, where's the... Block it all off. Yeah. Random gilded chest. Get her out of there. Okay. I keep sending her into the cloud kill. Now let's see where that other thing happens to be.
Time for a little death. Quick and quiet.
Huh.
Come on, let's go. Let's ride.
Aha! I did find it.
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Nice, nice. Okay, cool. How to track an illithid. Notes on mind player anatomy. Seems to be a hot topic. Tracking illithid. Furnace survival guide. Axe gatherer. Old Braith's chest.
Looky!
Alright. What's over in here? Anything? Plain boots. A light crossbow +1. The katana. Yeah, I mean, this is some kind of training place for...
Time to kill. Simple.
Man, I've been rolling a lot of ones on him. That's better. Confidant of a Duke. Abdel Adrian. Olbraith.
Step carefully. Interesting.
What did that do?
On my way. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Oh yeah.
All right.
What did that do? I don't know if it did anything. Alright, well. Don't know who Goldbraith is, but we rated his
All
self.
right, what now? With haste.
I think we're about to find out who Goldbraith is.
He has twice the kills you did at that age. He knows the 7 major arteries, the blind spots, everything. That mind flare is done for. Everywhere. The city is infested. I've been monitoring them for some months now. They're planning something. Something big. Goldbraith Stredivas, Mind Flayer Hunter. My son is tracking one of the beasts as we speak.
He's smart.
You don't know my boy. He's twice the hunter I am and the best son a man could ask for. I'd be by his side, but an illithid trap left me retired. Permanently. My son has taken up the mantle. He fights tooth and nail every single day. I only pray it's enough. That I've done enough.
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm half illithid. We know how to deal with them.
It is rare to meet someone who doesn't fear mind flayers. You remind me of an old friend. A hero of his time. Here. He gifted me this. Call it thanks for setting me at ease. They won't win, you know. The mind flayers. Not with my son fighting the good fight. And you.
Alright, so apparently I just acquired Abdel's trusted shield. What? Hey, I'm just gonna walk in your house, talk to you, and you're gonna give me an awesome shield. Protection from missiles. I already can't be critically hit because of my skull helmet. I'll take the... Yeah. Protection from missiles. Okay. Cool. Don't know why we came up here anyway, but we'll be leaving now. Thanks, thanks for rewarding us for breaking into your home. Bit odd.
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Baldur. Horse cash.
Just the sort he'll deal with. It's peaceful.
I'm sorry.
You will. This city has been in a downward spiral for too long. Only the soft-hearted and the street vermin dare to deny it.
Okay. You're a real piece of work, aren't you?
Oi! Stop a moment.
Okay.
Right. You look harmless enough. The commander keeps an open house, so you may pass.
Thank you, noble sentence.
I'm not a centipede. I'm a guard.
That's what I said, kid.
I doubt Father is
Broaden your
probably
vocabulary,
dead
dude.
in an alley or drunk in a tavern.
Something over there.
Your kind.
Unsending. Battle plan. Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes, boo. Go for the eyes.
If you hear about the vines, I've cleared them off the neighboring houses already. Can't promise it'll be the last time. The druid's away for a while. I'm just her son, and apprentice too, for my sins.
House in the middle of the city.
Ah, you think like my mother. That's why she keeps a small grove here. To return nature to the unnatural. Me? I don't think nature ever left. People lay down cobbles, aye, but seeds still sprout between the cracks.
Who's your mom?
Oh, I took you for a friend of hers. The druid. Did you hear her? What? You know where my mum is? Tell Ryan, quickly.
Who you want better? Level up first, and then we'll go get her. Daylight, Conjure Barrage, Lightning Arrow, Plant Growth. Pass Without Trace. Let's do that. It's a very ranger spell.
Hey ho.
Relentless Rage. Nice.
Keep a blade close.
Viable talent. Lowest you can roll is a 10. Nice. Ooh, Blade Barrier. Create Undead. Arm. Heal. Hero's Feast. Laner Ally. Huh. Nice.
Have a lot on my mind. And,
Okay,
well,
so let's go to camp. Or the hotel.
how much farther can I go?
Talk to Shadowheart. Actually, let's equip Jaheira, if we can, with... Dagger. Give her a quarterstaff. We can give her this dagger. And then give her that armor. You have the handbag. Not replacing Shadowheart, but half interruption. I don't think there's anything else you would want except for maybe on the amulet.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy.
Of course.
Well, don't stand in ceremony. Come here.
She's gonna kiss that ugly purple face, isn't she? All right,
If
thanks.
you're sure. Fine.
My tasting company will return. Just chill. I gotta take her to see her
Far from
kids.
me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mistra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
Join me.
As you wish.
Okay. Okay, so Jaheira needs gear. She has no real gear. And so we could give her... Let's level her up first. What she's got. Ooh. I really don't like whole person. Angle, ice knife, thunderwave. Let's see here. Sunbeam, 68, 78. Windwalk. Cure wounds. Conjure woodland being. Ball of fire. Okay. Dex 14, Con 15, Wisdom 20. Sylvan Scimitar and Silvertar. Okay. Take the amulet. Take the boots just for now. Take the armor. Five to 8 or 7 to 12. Nope, so those aren't as good. Three to 10. That's plus 6. Alright. Could do Staff of the Crones, but no. Oh, she could go with a shield. I remember Jaheira used a shield and a quarterstaff in Baldur's Gate 2. Three to 10 or 7 to 12. 3 to 10 or 7 to 12 is better. Scimitar's better. I don't think I have anything. There's a katana. 2 to 11. Five to 8 for Steelmaker. And then Bracers of Defense. Doesn't do a thing. Alright, not a lot. Come with us.
What a surprise. Ah, Mahler's mark and ambush.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
Ah.
You know Mother dear well already.
Ryan.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained? In all this time she's been away? 7.
Gorgeous hero out in Shadowlands. Shadowlands, 1 word or 2. Really not any of my business.
Now there is a phrase Jaheira has never uttered. But no. The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed?
You should leave.
So fight. That's what all you heroes and harpers are for, isn't it?
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
That was awesome. Alright, Ryan.
No arguing.
I am well.
And Minsk?
We're working on it.
You'll get him back. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
They'll need protection.
You shame me. In all our hunting, I had put them from my mind.
Right. Leave them to us then. If we can't get them past the checkpoints, we'll at least make sure they're watched over if it comes to fighting in the streets. If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good.
Wow, okay.
So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers among the cult. Be on your guard.
Huh. All right then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
There you go.
Shouldn't have wished
Heck
to live
yeah.
in more interesting
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like, Felices.
Appearances in the city.
Don't tell Mother.
Don't tell Mother. Let's grab the belladonna and the murgrass.
Oh, come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you.
Transcribed sending.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
You were trying to reach her so many times.
Worry about the next one when it comes.
This is looting Jaheira's house. That was fun. But I want to look at these clippings. Maybe they'll give us an insight.
That's curious.
Pin slot. What goes there? Appearances in the city. Why return now?
You three have been just guzzling the water recently. Save some for the others, all right?
Movement in the Shadowlands confirmed. Absolute cultists pass where the shadows are deepest. Like, so, do we still have that Harper pin? We don't.
We want to do that, would we?
Baldur's Gate, no. Beloved Ranger Bewitched.
Don't tell Mother.
Huh. Theodore Thistlewhistle.
How,
That's a mouthful.
how can you tell?
Can't you feel rich, unctuous gouts of necromantic energy simply coursing through the spirit field?
Alright, well, that was an interesting interlude.
Come on, Ferdinand. I just trimmed you.
Easy.
We can still pick locks. Guidance. Letter to Ryan. Mother is fine.
Lord Gortash warns us. Just the sort he'll deal with.
Alright. Alarathan's home. A lodge. Alright. Keep exploring this way.
When it comes. He's a lovely man, Simon, but he...
Boom, boom, boom.
Cazador always warned us to stay clear of this neighborhood. Never said why.
It was sunk into the cobblestones and left for the sun to find. I had an unfortunate taste for theatrics in my youth.
Yes. That was probably it.
We dealt with vampire spawn in Baldur's Gate too.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior counsel.
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you? I am...
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore.
Oh.
When I came from that building over there, they were very nice to me. Seemed very helpful. Although, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps.
What?
Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
What?
Oh, I see you. Don't think that I don't.
House of Grief.
Greetings. Do you seek help? You are
It auto-saved. Something's not right about this place if it's auto-saving.
Welcome, friend. Your burdens are soon to be made as light as a feather. Trust me.
Oh, we're looking for a fight in here.
The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles. Welcome to the House of Grief. Are you here to be unburdened? Whatever ails the heart, whatever weighs upon the soul, we can help.
What does that mean?
We release people of the suffering in their hearts, melancholy. I think you could benefit from our help. In fact, I think you desperately need our help. I sense turmoil in you, even if you cannot bring yourself
It's
to
a
admit
chick
it.
again. Seem to think you know a lot about me.
The insight of an unburdened spirit. I too was once weighed down, but now I am free. Before I came here, I was given to drunkenness, wanton violence, licentiousness of every sort. But now I am saved, as you can be.
Oh. Is this a scam? Oh no.
You sense a truth behind her words. She genuinely wants to help. However, it seems truth is not the only thing behind her words. Something is being hidden.
Makes you say
A great deal of people in need have entered that door. In my time, I've come to recognize their suffering. Admitting you have a problem is the first step, the hardest step. After that, we will be by your side.
Warming the ways of the heart and introduction. 900 gold. 900 gold.
I need the list of properties donated to us by our guests. The counting house requires valuations.
At once.
Oh, Lady Shar's sacred halls must be defended at all costs. House of Grief is more than a facade, it is a shield. Well, this explains a lot. Just a moment.
Are you? Well, you have a rather vacant... you're sure?
Jaheira's adept at keeping secrets, and for good reason. She was wise to try and keep her family safe. I just wish I could have done the same.
All right,
Okay, here's the deal. We're going to the House of Grief. Shadowheart in tow. Fight!
Sounds like there's gold inside. Their proceeds?
Bird for unburdening. Mapping of the heart and fled. No, Marco Crane. Wants that mine. Yeah.
Welcome to the house. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Do I know you? I like to be on a first-name basis before I give someone a thrashing, ideally.
You haven't changed one bit, have you? I hope you remember it all in the end. I want you to know how much of a failure you truly are. It will come. All in due time.
Your handiwork?
This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles. Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not.
Let us pass.
As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you.
The mapping of the what?
This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy. Be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me.
Sure.
If you do not, leave.
Alright, mapping of the heart. Oh, it's time to take down some Sharans. Isn't it?
Have a seat. The mapping will begin shortly.
Alright. I mean, we can always leave. Ran a bit.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
It's confessional.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of Shar... It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior. Viconia Devere.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters.
Viconia was in
Good.
Baldur's Gate.
Now descend.
2.
You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. Clever girl. She's not taking any chances. We shouldn't either.
Oh. The unburden me. Mirror of Loss. Target will surrender memories to the mirror for the benefit of all of Lady Shar's children. This stroke the mirror can remove memories of what they have seen in the cloister. Then they can be turned loose, blissfully ignorant of the offering they made. The mirror. Infiltration training, interrogation training.
Someone there. Let's crack it open.
Let's crack it open.
This way.
Interesting. Oh. Those are nice clothes. I'll take those.
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams ran off these walls. I can almost hear them.
What's crazy is they have a whole lot of stuff about being sneaky, but she doesn't do the lockpicking. I use my robe for this.
A cunning disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
Hat of Imminent Giggles.
A little souvenir.
Oh, these tools. Dang it. How'd I get encumbered? Alright, so you're encumbered by something. Let me, wait. Camp.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Must be trained to deal with conventional and Githyanki traps, locks, levers, and controls, but more importantly, they must be mentally prepared to face extreme situations under alien conditions. Casualties expected. Deep imbued to regard mission success as critical. even beyond survival.
Don't waste a step.
Interesting. Half my brain is elliptic. Oh, it's more Shar and Temple stuff.
I remember this place now. A whole stolen childhood spent in these halls. The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
Heck yeah. I'm down for that. And if I need to bring in a dude, I will. Hell won't. Is that a concentration? Oh, it's a ritual. Okay. Sentry Frederick.
Keep going. The Mother Superior's expecting you.
Oh, we're gonna put your mind at ease when we come back out. Lots of Lady Shar statues.
All burdens shall be lifted. All pains forgotten. We shall be free.
Viconia de Veer.
They already heard how you disgraced yourself before Lady Shar. How she marked you as the enemy. But it is quite another thing for them to see it for themselves. I am very glad you decided to return. A cautionary tale such as yours will be studied by Lady Shar's initiates for years to come. But perhaps I can make a case for some small measure of mercy. Give me the artifact, and I can at least make this quick.
Enough. I don't answer to you. Not anymore. I'm here for my family. That's right. I know what you did. And it's not going to be quick.
This is your family. And now you have turned your back on it. The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself. And you squandered it. Whispers reached my ears from all corners. Potential rivals of Lady Shar, all vying for the same prize. A new god, amassing the disaffected, the outcasts. Those who should turn to us. This absolute is but an upstart, disturbing the natural order and threatening to impede the glorious return of Lady Shar's pure, endless darkness.
Look.
I had to act. I had to strangle that foul conspiracy while it was still in the cradle. We learned all we could. The artifact was the one thing the absolutists feared. The one thing they desperately wanted to keep out of their enemy's grasp.
You don't even know what it's about. Shar bid you to do all of this?
Lady Shar's concerns lie elsewhere, with another. But she is a goddess. She can afford to ignore that which does not threaten her. I must keep her faith alive in mortal hearts. I must defend her ways, lead her children, stop all threats. Even if I must go against her wishes, I will prove myself her most loyal servant.
Shar doesn't care. She was always going to use you and discard you. But now I'm going to deal with you first.
Oh, we fighting. I should brought the bear.
There. Surrender this one to me now, and you can consider Lady Shar's forces your allies in the battles to come.
Yeah. No.
As you like. Lilala! For Shar!
Okay. Oh, this gonna be bad. Okay. So. Investigate the House of Grief. I've got a whole ton. Okay, so 38, 48. Okay. I think I'm gonna. He's in Sanctuary. We're gonna rage. There are so many. Actually, we should probably back up and get a choke point going. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna. Not everybody's gonna make it though.
Knees high.
Right. Okay, we're gonna try backing up, everybody.
Stay on my feet. With haste. Moore's cat.
Oh, nice hit. Oh, we pulled one down. Nice. He's actually gonna go get that one. Okay.
I am Lady Shar's instrument.
Wayward Heart.
Greatest
Wolves.
fear, girl. I was there when it was born.
She might go Blade Barrier. Oh, I don't think I got Blade Barrier up. Okay, so let's see. We've got a Dominate Person spell. We've got a Planar Ally spell.
Got to press on.
Come up here. Planar Ally looks interesting. Genie. Drunken Inhale, Sweet Plum Gales, and Thunderwave. Diva, Wrathful Smite, Revivify, and Concussive Smash. Ambient, Fiendish Charm, Draining Kiss, and Rays of Fire. Let's go with Ambient. I kind of want to draw him back into here if I can, but we'll see how it goes. Wait, what? Why doesn't my Cambion get to go? Oh, there he is. He can rush. He can Fiendish Charm. Charm a humanoid to prevent it from attacking you. And it can do Rays of Fire. And Drain. Yes. Double dash. Oh, 40 on that hit.
The Night Singer shall prevail.
Yeah, well, what about the Knight's Song?
Lady Shar's will shall be done. Sure as night shall fall.
A lot of darkness.
Lady Shar's will shall be done. Her foes shall perish.
Is it time to leave again? I think it is.
Over there.
Path is interrupted. Guess we're gonna start throwing things. Oh yeah, okay. Alright, I guess we're gonna come down here and throw the thing. Why is the path interrupted? Okay, fine. We're leaving. You guys want to be jerks about this? We'll leave.
Can't slow down.
Why am I encumbered? Why did I have that camp supply pack anyway?
I miss this.
Okay, you are going to bonus action disengage. And then...
Yes, here.
Yeah. And then hide.
know what bit them.
Okay.
Fighting is futile. The darkness awaits you.
Okay. Let's see here. Do I have a concentration up? I don't think so. So this is going to be a flame strike. Nope. It's going to be a spirit guardians. Radiant. Concentration broken already. Okay. That was dumb. That was beyond dumb. Alright, this was a really, really bad idea. Oh, he's dead. Alright. This is a really bad idea. I don't know what's going on here. And my initiative was garbage on Shadowheart. Okay. First of all,
What's next?
why don't you heal everybody?
Looking ahead.
You give me bear. Give me. Can't be poison, disease, or frightened.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Okay. And then she's going to
do?
There is no fear. The fear of failing hurts. Lady Shar watches our priest.
All right.
We shall serve. We shall be embraced.
Ever
They already heard how I am, but
enough.
The artifact was your last chance to prove this. We learned all we could. To fight so many foes openly could prove. So let the others fight while
I should thank you.
You there! Surrender as you like. Lilala!
For Shar. Okay. So, I don't know about all this. I mean...
Another?
I forgot to rage.
I am Lady Shar's instrument.
Can we speed this up a little bit?
I know your greatest fear. Anything but wolves. I was there when it was born. The wolves that hunt you.
We have to move this over. We can't have her up on the front talking like that. She needs to be back at the back. And if anything, let's put, what's his name? Asterion up front. Dude, maybe we should go do Asterian's quest. This is really hard. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe I need to drop out a couple of big spell scrolls. Asterion can get sneaked out of there. All
Let's
right.
try this way.
Right there.
Together, we shall
Back here. Here. Here.
and embraced by Lady Shar beneath an They already but
enough.
The artifact was your last chance to prove yourself, and you squandered it. Such misplaced camaraderie. As you Lilala!
Okay. Rage. And then get this guy.
Eat it.
Nothing comes easy these days.
Okay. That's smart. Let's see what we've got in scrolls. Artistry of War. I don't know how this works. 1, 2. 3. 4. 5. Okay. And we move.
These boots have seen everything.
Bonus action dash out of here.
You're mine.
And then get this one.
This way.
Interesting. Okay.
I
am Lady Shar's instrument. You cannot. I know your greatest fear, girl.
Oh.
I was there when it...
He is a wolf right now. Oh, okay. I've got my turn back. Alright. Shar, big guy. Okay. We can go with a big flame strike. Oh, let's get rid of these guys. I killed 2 of them. The laser.
Have to keep going.
Doomed to blind. Fine. The bear. Come on up here. Dang it. He's in darkness. You should have disadvantage on targeting him, right? So many hit points to get through. Fine. We're leaving the darkness anyway. This is not working out well.
Lady Shar's will shall be done. Her foes shall perish.
Look at how many are in there.
The Dark Lady's foes will die.
Can't cast magic while she's raging. So, chop chop it is. Try and rush attack.
Open up.
Okay. That didn't work. Whatever. Get out of here. Get out of here. BEA, you did full.
Well, so much for peace.
Am I in darkness? Let's leave darkness. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. I don't get why path is interrupted, but okay. Well,
have to keep going.
target is too far. Okay. Darkness means you can't target anything. Okay? You guys will have to relocate your darkness. Chase me down the hall so I can actually get a cloud kill on you or something. Or maybe we go back upstairs and spill out into the streets. I don't know. Oh. Alright, so I'm not going to move into there. I guess I'm just going to pull back and... Everything's too far. Good. Come on over here, guys. Guess we
feel death's cold grip.
You guys want to fight us? Come up here. So we're not in the stupid dark anymore.
Now they see me.
Fighting is futile. The darkness awaits you.
Oh, they have to attack the bear. Versa engines. There we go. Okay. She leaves. Okay. She can drop something like a flame strike, right? Target is too far. Because she can't see. No longer blinded. Path is interrupted. Wow, that is really bad. We have spiritual weapon out already. Let's drop a Guardian of Faith right here for any and all that come up.
On the move.
Okay. guys gotta move faster. My bear. You can summon additional bears to fight alongside you? What? Bear over here. I gotta get Karlach out of there. Oh. Gotta get her out of there. Cannot regain hit points.
For the Lady of Loss!
Alright, Karlach. How are we gonna get you out of here? Ah, you all missed. Suck it. That was my bonus action, right? Path is interrupted. Target is too far. Disadvantage. Yeah, I'm getting out of here.
Jimmy on the go.
Okay.
Another fight. Let's go.
Okay. Now let's see if we've got any. I can't see anybody. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. Ba, ba, ba.
Time to press ahead.
Okay.
Go for the throat.
Gonna coat some weapons with some stuff, I think. Resistance to all damage, no. Coat weapon. That was a bonus action. Path is interrupted. Go some scrolls. Would love to do. wait.
A better position.
You shall never see sunlight again!
Oh, that actually worked well. Let's see here. Hold on. If I drop a flame strike here. Path is interrupted. Let's do another Guardian of Faith right there. Pull her back just a little bit. Immune to blind. Oh, you've come to my party, have you? Oh, this jerk's doing the darkness? Well. I don't care. I'm getting you guys up off of the edge of this thing, where I can't see down the paths. Find it. Path is interrupted. Well, we shall no longer interrupt
I
path.
offer your death to the Night Singer.
Why am I hurt so bad?
Soldier.
Darkness broken. Nice. You miss me.
Can't even catch my breath.
What? Why do I have to get next to you to hit you? Path is interrupted. Again? Those little steps make you interrupted? Alright, well, let's just drop a spell on you then. Screw you guys. Huh.
Into the bloody fray.
Shall we cut and run?
Oh, alright, so we need to do something for you too. Throwables. Path is interrupted. Path is interrupted. Okay, I guess we're going to go dash down here. And I guess we can come over and stab you. Alright.
Lady Shar guides me. To your end is near. The Night Singer's enemy
Okay. You're gonna drop the spiritual weapon right here. Huh? Okay, get out of there then. Why won't it cast? Not enough movement. I'm still blinded while on surfaced. Why am I blind? There's no blind here. Alright.
Got to press on.
Death awaits you.
Count on me.
No choice but to keep going.
Can I finally shoot you? Oh, I can. Jeez, about time.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Bonus action dash.
Yes. Over here.
All of the Dark Lady on my bear. Okay. Now I think I can finally do something. Like a good old-fashioned flame strike. Right on everybody. I don't care about the bear right now. That was lovely. And there's the thing, finally. Bear says, everybody attack me. Okay.
I'm going to enjoy this. Aye, aye.
Another fight. Let's go. Need to
All right.
find a way forward.
I'm gonna use one of my spells. Wall of ice. We could do cloud kill, but no, I'm doing hypnotic pattern, I think, right? Let me see here. Oh, I've got throwables. We could definitely do a void bulb, right? Oh, path is interrupted. You try and do it here. I'm gonna grab my Dudo too. Can I hit anybody regular? Oh, I could just hit people. Kill Viconia. Okay, cool. Pull her out of wolf form at least.
Don't linger. Break them.
Go ahead and... Oh. Ow! Blight? You nasty lady. Alright. Oh, you're up. Once in their adventure. Running out of spells.
Darkness shall have you, alive or dead.
Bear, you're doing such a good job. Continue, man. Everybody attack me. Says the bear. Oh. Well, hello, Viconia de Beer. Nice of you to join us. Get out of my face.
No choice but to keep going.
I should blow her back even further.
Light on my feet. This feels good. Make it hurt.
Nice.
You are dead! Got it!
Divine intervention. Oh, we lost the... Yeah. Alright. Sacred Flame on that one. Saved, of course.
On my way.
Oh, everybody's lining up nice for a nice big splashy splash of some sort. I need a potion.
Life is easy these days.
Go with a scroll, maybe. Chain lightning.
Fall by my hand.
Okay, looks like I got somebody. I need to drink a potion. One of those superior ones. Okay. And now I'm done.
Hungry for the slaughter.
See here. We've almost got this. Get this one. Okay. Fine. That could be dark. You done? Come on. There you go. I'm gonna save it here. Apparently I missed.
Take your
There you go. Get her.
Poor fucker.
Go after her.
Can't even catch my breath. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Blood in the air.
All right.
Let's play.
Finish her off.
Light on my feet.
Now, Viconia was an evil cleric.
Finish it. Send me to Lady Shar's embrace.
Okay.
She still has answers I need. My parents. Where are they?
So blunt. Have you forgotten all the interrogation techniques I taught you? Where is the finesse?
Answer me!
They are right through that door in the Chamber of Loss. Where they have been all along. You saw them many times, only we made you forget. But they didn't forget. They watched as we molded you. They watched. They wept. They bled. Often at your hand. It may not be a happy reunion, but it will be a memorable one.
No. You should keep them talking as long as you can. Then, you kill them. She taught me that. Why? Why me? Why all this effort?
Lady Shar commanded me, and I obeyed. I do not question. I merely act as she wills me to. I had an enclave in Waterdeep, you know. Much grander than this. Shar ordered me to raise it. Kill all who followed me. Claim they betrayed me. When in fact, I slew those who showed nothing but loyalty. Shar had me do that. And I did. To cover my tracks. To usher in you.
What are you talking about?
You became my mission. To take a child of Selûne's and turn her over to Lady Shar. To show that all light fades and darkness will prevail in the end. All this was to make you into what the Dark Lady needed you to be. The planning, the training, those deaths in Waterdeep. It was all to groom you to replace me at her right-hand side. And still you threw it away.
I want to see my parents. And I don't care what happens to this one. She's been in my head long enough already. Do what you like. I know you'll choose well.
Oh no. Sorry,
What are you doing? Come back and finish this yourself. You owe me that.
Let go, Mother. Embrace loss.
Whoa.
I draw near, my lady.
End of Viconia. Shadowheart, you can pick up so much stuff.
What's next, I wonder?
Viconia's Walking Fortress. Legendary shield. You gain advantage on saving throws against spells. Reflective shield and warding bond. Oh my goodness. And Handmaiden's Mace. all this loot. Exciting news. Look, I've waited long enough to meet her parents. They can wait just a couple more. Dear ma'am.
On I go. I have to
Oh,
find
yeah, there
my
were-
parents. They must be close.
Wow, these guys actually went down quick.
Might as well take a look.
Flame strike was key. Okay. Take that black diamond.
After I moved something on the altar.
We miss anything over here? I don't think we did, but we might have. Ooh. Let's go over here. Dormitory. 4 of them. Nocturne. Who's that?
Shadowheart? I wasn't sure if I'd ever lay eyes on you again. It's me, Nocturne. Do you remember?
Remind me?
We trained together. We used to be close. I'm glad to see you're all right.
I don't remember you.
Oh. A pity. Perhaps we can talk some more later? That is, if you're not about to turn on me. It seems you no longer walk in the Dark Lady's shadow.
Shar condemned me. By her decree, you and I are enemies.
Only if you wish us to be. You may not remember, but we shared a lot together once. Good times. Hard times. I will not turn on you, even if it angers Lady Shar.
That's good enough for me. I'm not sure what I expected coming back to this place. Certainly not a friend. There must be all sorts you can tell me. Things I can't even remember.
There are, but with the Mother Superior gone, I don't know if I can stay here to reminisce. Perhaps there's another enclave out there for me.
You don't need Shar.
You don't, perhaps. Not everyone is as brave. I'll leave come tomorrow. Come see me before then. I was working as quartermaster. I can sell you some things to aid you. And we can catch up.
Heck yeah! Banana, cinnamon roll, fruit forge, interrogation log, Shar hardware, headwear. Jewelry box. Oh, Asterion.
With pleasure.
These jewels. Why do I remember these of all things? A gift from Solda Nessela, Mother Superior said. Curious. I could never quite tell if she was proud of them or not. These are all about me. 40 years of my life, documented like I was some sort of specimen.
Really? Wow, she wasn't kidding. All right, we'll see. Let's see if you get it.
Greetings. Do you seek to trade? As Shadowheart's friend, I'll extend the privilege to you as well.
Telekinesis. Tell you what. Buy some of your compatriots here. And we'll take those off of you.
Be sure to get everything.
Yeah, get everything before you leave. Alright, let's go look over on this side, and then we'll go in there. Crimes of the Moon Maiden. Think your husband is a werewolf when he's only forgotten to shave. He's always changing. Hides. History of the Flaming Fist.
What now? A crooked touch.
Ooh, black diamond.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
Catch a break.
Okay, so something moved when I took that black diamond off. I don't know if it was a patriarch's loss. Fiskleer, deceased. No, hollow leaf. Emmeline, hollow leaf. Oh.
I see them. I see.
Oh no. Okay.
It can't be. Another vile trick.
No, there is no trick. It's her, Jennifer, Jan, our little girl.
Moon Maiden's grace. It is you.
I'm here to get you out of here. They're all gone. It's over.
matters not if you raise this place. If you slay every one of your brothers and sisters. That was never where my power resided. Every time you tried to step away from me, every time you tried to reach for Selûne, my hold on you bites deeper. If you had learned, if you had obeyed, there would be no pain. But you struggle on. You will make things worse for yourself. And for them. I am neither. I am nothing. I am the empty room. The dreamless sleep. The shadow's shadow. There was no pain before my sister set the sun aflame. Now you exist to suffer. Until you find your way back to my embrace.
Enough! I'm taking my parents away from here. I'm taking them away from you!
You cannot. We are still bound to you. You cannot both free us and free yourself from her curse. The Moon Maiden needs you more than she needs us. You are the future. You must return to the fold. We are the past. And our duty is almost done.
Eloquently put. His mind stood up well to his time here. The same cannot be said for your mother. Such brief, fragile
Oh, he's
lives
elf.
humans lead.
She's human.
This is my final
And that makes
lesson.
her half elf.
I leave you now to dwell on your mistakes and make your choice.
Shar's parting words make your flesh crawl. There is no lesson to be learned here, only a family's torment, a spiteful goddess's whims, and an unspeakable choice to be made.
She's gone. I don't understand.
Shar will never admit defeat. Not until she has stolen one last thing from you. We cannot allow your future to be her last prize. Not after all your mother and I have endured. To see you again. Your companion understands, I think. Help her, please. Help her see what must be done.
No, I can't. I came here for them.
And you did. You found us. All these years, that dream kept us going. That you would break free. No matter what they made you do to us, we knew you were still in there.
I knew the Dark Woods wouldn't frighten you. You were always such a brave girl.
She was. And still is. You've saved us. Now save yourself. You'll be out of Shar's reach, and we'll be at peace.
But I only just found you again after all this time. I can't lose you again.
We'll still be with you. By the Moon Maiden's grace, we'll never be far. Please, Jennifer.
Is this truly what you want?
It is what we need. All of us. You were meant to be a guiding light for Selûne's faithful, but they robbed you from us. Now that can be righted, and we can rest.
Help us, Jen. I can let go. Now I've seen your face again.
Goodbye.
Not goodbye. Not even close.
Farewell.
They bring Seluna's light to dark places and offer guidance to those in need.
Wisps.
My parents are watching over me. Let's leave this place. There's nothing more for me here.
Well, there's loot.
Shadowheart, still. I can't run away from who I was all this time. Besides, there's something fitting to it. Can't cast a shadow without sunlight.
Did not know we were going to complete her quest. Look at that. Not showing up. Choose your own path up. All well and good. Let's see if Viconia left us anything to loot back here. And what is... Okay, hold on. Before we do anything...
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror, but one that offers no reflection. All you see is a void of endless darkness.
This feels familiar to me somehow. I'm sure I've stood before this mirror before. Many times, perhaps.
Nothing comes to you. The mirror remains a mystery. Your prayers fade away into the nothing.
Well. Let's try her.
There's no time to waste.
Great dark mirror looms over you, offering no reflection. You do not know its purpose, yet it feels oddly familiar to you all the same.
You serve Selune.
Your prayers fade away into the nothingness of the mirror, unacknowledged.
Wow, I'm just terrible at this.
Nothing comes to you.
How about you? Do you know what the mirror is?
A huge polished disc looms before you. A mirror, but one that offers no reflection.
No. Critical fail. Two
All you
critical
see is
failures.
a void of nothing comes to you. The mirror.
Wow.
All's well that ends.
We're not getting anything now.
Give me a night.
Best be on my way.
Okay, that kind of... That's a bummer, man. Something up here. Something up here. Decapitated gift.
Githyanki, head removed. They tortured her for information, then made sure the corpse couldn't help anyone else.
Oh, I was about to do raise dead, but it's not gonna, or speak to dead. Guess that's not. Okay. So I found Viconia's chest key, but I haven't found a chest. Oh, maybe it's upstairs. we need to be done here. Oh. Have to fight our way out of here, aren't we?
Still me, even after everything.
Ooh. Investigation failed. You guys hostile? Yes, you are. We can leave. We'll just go like this. Deal with them later. After we've done some resting. Alright. The camp. Do a short rest.
Oh, that took the edge off.
Yeah, it did. Huh. I'm like, let's go exploring and complete a quest for our good friend Shadowheart. Jen, as she's known to her family.
A restricted area.
Talk straight. Are you real? Just look. Watch this. Watch this.
We have.
Smells like fermented baby fart with a hint of nutmeg.
We have a hag to find. Know that? Apparently, we're going down into some area that we should be saving.
Yellow as piss and twice as rank. Exquisite.
Alright. Well, we'll call it a stream there, or recording, whatever. Thanks for watching. Be excellent to each other. We'll catch you later.